Good morning, respected teachers. I am Aleena Rose of Class 12 of Sacred Convent School, and I would like to present to you my working model of the human heart. Our heart beats an approximate of 100,000 times a day, something like 2.5 billion times, in an average lifespan, something like 5 quarts per minute. It's a cone-shaped organ which is located in the middle of our lungs, slightly tilted to the left side, and it is a muscular organ. It's really essential for us because it pumps, the blood and nutrients to our body. Our heart is really essential for our life. Now, let's move on to the structure of the heart. Talking about the structure, the heart is covered in a double-layered sac called the pericardium, which makes sure that the heart does not get overfilled, and it also makes sure to keep it in place with the neighboring tissues so that it stays in place. We also have two partitions, the deoxygenated and the oxygenated partition. The right side and the left side. We use blue to denote deoxygenated and red to denote oxygenated. On the right side we have the right atrium or right auricle, the right ventricle right here in the left side, left auricle, and here we have the left ventricle. Now, let's move on to how the blood flows through the heart. But before that, let me let you know that the heart receives its, flow of blood, pump, and that we get it from the coronary arteries. So basically, now let's see how the blood flows through the heart. The oxygenated blood comes from all parts of the body through the inferior and superior vena cava. Inferior and superior vena cava are blood vessels, so the blood flows through them to the right auricle, then through the tricuspid valve, right ventricle, pulmonary valve, through the pulmonary artery, it reaches the lungs. There in the lungs, the RBCs or the red blood cells take out the carbon dioxide and make it oxygenated. The oxygenated blood returns from the lungs and reaches the left auricle, then through the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve, through the left ventricle, and then through the aortic valve, through the aorta, and through the aorta it reaches all parts of the body. So that's how we get oxygenated blood to flow all through our body. Now, the tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve together are known as atrioventricular valves, and the aortic valve and the pulmonary valve together are known as the semilunar valves. Whoa, we've learned a lot. Now, a fun fact is that normally arteries carry blood away from the heart, but here we have the pulmonary artery which is performing the function of a vein. That's the only artery that does that. So that is about how the blood flows through the heart. Let me just show a quick demonstration through a simulation. Here we go, deoxygenated blood. Yeah, it reaches from the vena cava and reaches to the lungs through the pathway. Now we get the oxygenated blood coming from the lungs. Let's see a simulation. Yeah, to the left auricle, then the bicuspid valve, the left ventricle, through the aortic valve, through the aorta, and reaches the rest of the part of our body. So that's how the blood flows in a heart. This is my model, and this is my working model and my representation and demonstration of it. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.